Hello, everybody. I'm Doug Wright, and this is the October edition of Sports Done Right.
This is Sports Done Right. SCTV sports anchor Doug Wright brings you expanded coverage of Sun City athletic action and introduces us to some of our Sun City neighbors who share their sports stories.
Acclaimed author F. Scott Fitzgerald said it, and it rings true. Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. Here in Sun City, when the weather cools to a livable level, the athletic endeavors of the residents rejuvenate, and there is action everywhere. The softball club openers for 4 leagues took place in late August, and we were there to cover activities and talk to the movers and shakers of the club. Let's take a look. Well, as you can see from the action on the field, there's some really good softball in the offing this fall. And we've learned about this league and the women's league and the Wednesday, Friday league and the Saturday league. So they got quite a lot going on over here. It's a hot dog day. It's a sponsored hot dog day, which means the first 700 are free. And we talked to various other people about what went on today in the opening ceremonies. So come on out and enjoy it. Be a good spectator and have a hot dog. Well, Holly, it's another opening day, and it's been a long wait over a long, hot summer. Tell us what all went on here today.
So we had opening ceremonies. We have all the teams lined up. Of course, we have national anthem. We gave out 2 umpire awards today to Dave Willis and John Hansen, both very long-time umpires here at Sun City, and we appreciate their volunteer service to the softball club.
Okay, and tell me again, I know you've told me before, but how many teams?
All right, well, today we have 9 teams. Tomorrow we have opening ceremonies for our other league, which is a Wednesday, Friday league. We have 9 teams playing in that league. Then we have 6 teams playing on Saturday, and then we have the women's league also playing on Saturdays and Mondays.
Okay, and rumor has it there might be some hot dogs today.
Oh, yeah, Weikert's sponsoring our hot dogs today. So the first 700 hot dogs is picked up by Weichert. So come on out, enjoy a hot dog, and enjoy the day at softball.
Okay, well, it's you've done a great job of organization as always. Got a great board working for you, and we look forward to a great season, a great 4 seasons.
Great, thank you very much.
Well, Edie, you are, in fact, the secretary of the league, which carries with it some responsibility for sure. And tell me about which league you play in here.
I play in the Tuesday-Thursday league.
And how many women are in that?
There are 3 drafted women this season.
Okay, is that a good number, or is that a small number? Or?
It's up 1. We've had 2 for like the last 3 seasons, and this is the first year where we've had 3 drafted women.
Okay, cool. And of course, we've got a women's league. Tell us just in generic terms what they're going to be doing.
They have 4 drafted teams this season, and they have developed their pitching core, and they're going to be pitching their own games instead of inviting women to guest pitch for them. So each team has a variety of women that either are confirmed pitchers or learning the ropes and going to split the season to develop their skills. So we're looking forward to a good season and developing more women as pitchers so that we can grow that league, because it's key to have pitchers.
Yeah, it's got to have them.
Yeah, so they're working towards getting more women to come out to pitch.
Okay, and of course, the women's groups and other groups have traveling teams, and they're going to be out and about all fall, I would imagine, various competitions.
Yeah, they have, there's several of us that play travel ball, some inside the community, some outside. We have tournaments in September, October, and November to finish off the season. The 60s women's team out of Sun City is going to the Villages in October to play in a world championship there. And then they may be going also to Panama City Beach. There's at least 4 of us that are participating in the Utah St. George Huntsman Senior Games, and that is during Myrtle Beach Week, which is when the men go to Myrtle Beach from here. The 60s and 70s play in Myrtle Beach.
It looks like you're going to have a busy fall.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Edie, for your time today. It's a great day. Softball's back, the field's back, and we hope you have a great year.
All right, thank you.
Sun City Golf Club held its first tournament of the fall season at Argent Lakes Golf Club, and we covered that event as well. Well, it's Saturday at Argent Lakes Golf Club, and after a rainy morning, it cleared off, and the course drains pretty well. They're getting ready here for the Birdies Beer and Barbecue Tournament, a very popular tournament that happens every year. Larry's here at the registration table handing out practice balls, range balls, and the crowd's starting to show up, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to drop out, which is great. The weather apps worked. In any event, we'll be talking to some of the participants, and we'll find out a little bit about why they're doing this tournament. Well, Donna, you've taken time off from your many, many activities and travels to play today. And what attracts you about this particular tournament?
Well, it's very funny because with the weather and all this morning was play, don't play, play, don't play.
Yeah.
I just like to be with friends and have a good time and get out and get some fresh air and exercise. So that's what this is about.
Well,
And gas cards.
yeah. So what's your favorite part, birdies, beer, or barbecue?
Birdies. I don't eat barbecue and beer's not my thing.
Okay. Well, I know you got a good team, so
We have a fun team.
so y'all good luck today, and hope you win.
Listen, thanks for being here. All that you do for all of us here, you keep us in the know. It makes a real big difference. Thank you, Doug.
Well, thank you. Well, Linda, you're out here, and I understand this is the first time you've played in this particular tournament.
Yes, it is. I believe it is the first time. Looking forward to it.
Have you got a good team? Who are your partners?
I do. I have Steve and Penny Lundberg and my husband, John Peelin.
Well, everybody knows John. He wins a lot. Okay, and what attracted you to this particular tournament? Was the birdies, the beer, or the barbecue?
Playing at Argent Lakes and playing with the good friends and maybe birdies, barbecue and beer, all of it.
Well, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk with us. Good luck today.
Okay, thank you.
Well, Wayne, you're fresh off breakfast with the Buckeye Club and Buckeye Group, and you're here at Birdies Beer and Barbecue. So why are you here?
Well, we both play golf. We're a couple that plays a lot of golf, and we enjoy out with friends, and we enjoy birdies, we enjoy beer, and we enjoy barbecue.
Well, those are three pretty nice things for sure. So,
And there's John Peeling, club champion.
right. Well, anyway, thanks for stopping by and talking to us. You expect to win today?
Absolutely not. We're going to have fun.
Well, that's the whole
We're
point
going
of
to
it.
have fun.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you. We also learned all about the Low Country Pickleball League, which features a multitude of teams comprised of Sun City residents. It spoke extensively to Commissioner Brian Fenlon and his extensive background in sports as a participant, referee, and administrator. Well, Brian, we're here on a windy morning here at the pickleball courts on the north side to talk about the Low Country Pickleball League. Tell me what that is.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to sit and talk with you, Doug. I appreciate the opportunity to promote the league. Low Country Pickleball League is an adult recreational pickleball league that's founded or centered in the Low Country. It encompasses Hilton Head Island out to Beaufort and all the beautiful communities in between.
And how many communities are involved, and what are the formalities, I'll call it formalities of the league?
Well, there are currently roughly 30 communities participating, and the formalities are that each community who is interested registers through a registration form via a captain's interest form. Once we have a captain from a community, that represents a team. So each season, I'll send out a captain's interest form to the entire membership within the league, and people step forward and volunteer to become a captain for their team representing their community.
Okay, that sounds fairly simple, and I'll refer to you as the organizer and the administrator rather than the commissioner, but you are in fact the guy that started this, and how many years ago was that?
Well, actually, I took it over. The league was founded approximately 5 years ago. I participated in it for 3 of the 4 seasons, and they had a COVID pause. I felt that the league was too nice of a organization and too fun to just see it go to the wayside. So I approached the previous commissioner and had a conversation and decided that, I'll take up the gauntlet and we'll move forward and reopen the league. And that was in the fall of 2021. We started an abbreviated season with roughly 8 communities and approximately 475 players. This fall, we will have 71 teams participating with 1,012 players playing in this season's, the fall season, women's doubles fall season.
That sounds like tremendous growth. Now, do you have to be a member of the Sun City Pickleball Club?
Well, specifically in Sun City, yes, you have to become a member of the Sun City Pickleball Club in order to participate in league play. Other communities, they vary. You could just be a member, a resident of a community to participate in league play. Other communities, I think 1 or 2 others, you've got to be a pickleball club member to participate.
Okay, and there's no conflict with the club activities?
Actually, no. I don't believe there's a conflict. If anything, it gives people in Sun City an opportunity to play pickleball, to play more pickleball, and in slightly more competitive atmosphere. When you play casually amongst players here in Sun City, my belief is it should be, and it is, a more relaxed participation, more relaxed play. However, when you step foot on a court, when you're playing another community, that is a little excitement via adrenaline and anticipation of participation and not wanting to lose. So it is that excitement.
Do you have particular charities in this area that you like to support?
Well, first and foremost, we do like to keep it local. And last season, we ran 2 charity events. The first event was for the Boys and Girls Club of the Low Country, and the second event was for the Bluffton Self-Help Group. This season, we're kind of running tight towards the end of the year. We haven't been able to elicit courts from communities to let us run our tournament. We may have one coming up before the end of the year. We haven't figured out what charity we're going to sponsor. That's always a challenge. Who's the most needy at the particular time? But this season, because we did not run a charity event, and I do believe in the Bluffton Self-Help Group as a great organization, with registration fees changing in the fall, I decided to take $1 out of every registration fee So we should donate a check for over $1,000 this season to the Bluffton Self-Help Group again.
All right, well, that sounds great. This whole concept sounds like a wonderful way to expand your pickleball experience and do some good in the community besides. Well, Brian, your league sounds like a great idea and a great concept that's working, but I want to find out a little bit about you. Where are you from originally?
The glorious state of New Jersey, the Garden State of New Jersey.
Well, it's a beautiful place. My wife is from Bergen County, but in any event, who was your inspiration, or what was your inspiration to get into so many sports?
I've been involved in many sports since I was a child, and I just kind of gravitated to football, or Americans call it soccer. I've been participating in soccer since I was 8 years old, and never lost that bug. So playing through my youth, through high school, college, recreational play, I became involved in coaching and refereeing, and my referee career kind of took me off in a different direction, to the extent that I started refereeing local tournaments, local youth leagues, and that grew into high school, to collegiate, to USSF, United States Soccer Federation, and eventually became a national referee for United States Soccer Federation. And I was lucky enough to work my way up to the professional divisions for a few years. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, I refereed all three professional divisions, from MLS down to the semi-pro division. So I've always been had a competitive nature about me, and leading back into our league, as I said earlier, I participated in the league for 3 seasons, and I just had a blast. I thought it was a very fun league. It gave us that opportunity to get that little competitive bite again. So again, after the league closed, I just felt it was too valuable a league to allow to go to the wayside. So I took it upon myself to approach the previous commissioner and decided to, with her assistance, reopen the league. And so here we are today, 3 years later, 8 communities to 30 communities, approximately 900 registered members, to this season reaching the 3,000 member milestone.
Well, that's terrific. And let me ask you this about refereeing. How did it look from the other side?
Well,
let me put it another way. Did you have to undergo any training to become a referee, or you just walk out there and say, yeah, I'm going to call everything I wanted called when I was playing?
No, so of true funny stories, my wife got me involved in refereeing. I was always a quiet player until I started coaching my boys, and I got rather vocal, to the extent that one Saturday afternoon, my wife came home and threw her pocketbook and the keys on the table and said, I will never come to another soccer match while you're coaching, because you think you know the rules, but you don't. Go and take a referee test, and then maybe we'll talk. So it became quite extensive at the end, but I took the test, and I got worse, because I realized there were things that referees weren't doing, such as positioning, and to be in the right position to make a call, to see a call. So my wife came to a match, and we came home again, and she said, okay, you think that it's such an easy job, why don't you put on those tight little shorts and grab a whistle and go out and do it yourself? So I did. And
how did that evolve into what I would call your later career of involvement in sports management?
So through my referee career, I became involved in local high school chapters. I sat on a local high school board committee. I sat on a local collegiate committee, and I was privileged enough to become a national referee and a national referee coach. So sitting on these different boards, it prepped me for how to properly prepare for league and organization. I helped organize over 7,500 referees in the state of New Jersey. At that time, I was the state director of assessment and responsible for managing and coaching and training young referees in the state of New Jersey for 4 years. So that's where I became comfortable and confident with sports management, and I figure if I can manage 7,500 referees in New Jersey, I think I can manage 400 people or 475 people doing an adult recreation league. So,
Are you still doing any of that, or what would you describe as what does your future look like?
so I resigned from U.S. Soccer a couple of years after I retired and moved down here to this beautiful community known as Sun City. And once I took up pickleball, I realized that there was always room for growth, and I also realized that I didn't really quite know pickleball, so it was a fast learn for me. I'm still learning. There's still a bell curve, and my goal is just to make this the most enjoyable and exciting league within the Low Country of South Carolina.
Well, I think you've got a great start, and you're right in the middle of it now, and your first home match will be September 14th, Saturday, at the pickleball courts on the south side. Do you know your opponent?
So I have the captain of that match is Mr. Jeff Cox. It's the 3-5 division, and the opponent will be the Beaufort Yacht and Sailing Club.
Okay. Well, Brian, once again, thank you for your time today. You have had a varied and interesting sports background. We look forward to talking to you again in the future.
I appreciate it, Doug. Thank you for the opportunity, and for any member of the pickleball club, the Sun City Pickleball Club, that is not currently participating in league, I'd invite you to come out and give it a shot. I think you'll find it's very enjoyable.
In late September, the Women's Tennis Organization held its 15th annual Tennis in the Pink event at the Kirk Tennis Center to celebrate survivors of breast cancer, honor those who suffered through to the end, and raise money for research and local charities. Well, it's a beautiful Saturday morning here at the Kirk Tennis Center. It's 2 days after Helene cleared out of here. And kudos to Chris Scott and his group of volunteers for making this place look pristine, hauling away garbage and so forth. We have approximately 86 women that are signed up for an event called Tennis in the Pink, the 15th annual fundraiser sponsored by the Women's Tennis Organization. They've got a full agenda that runs for several hours, a competition between pink and white teams, and tennis exhibitions by pros and by young juniors. We also have, most spectacularly, a contest for best decorated bra as a fundraiser. So let's get to it. We're with the pro Gavin Cox, and Gavin, it looks like we're going to pull this off, even though it was somewhat in doubt because of Elaine. But what's happening today that's special?
Doug, this is, the ladies do a wonderful job. Just have a look around and see what they've put together, particularly, like you say, after what happened yesterday. A lot of people, the Bucket Brigade and the ladies got together, make the place look good so that we can do this. There was no ways we weren't going to get it ready for them. It's there raising the money for obviously, everybody knows this month is special for breast cancer. We've got nearly 90, just about 88 ladies involved, which is fantastic. We're going to play a bit of team matches. A little different scoring, but they'll get used to that. And then on these 4 courts, we're going to have some drills and games where they'll move from court to court, have some games and have some fun. So that's what's planned for the morning. And then the sponsorship kids are going to play a little bit of an exhibition for the ladies to see where some of their money goes. And then we're going to finish up with a lunch. So it should be great.
Well, it sounds good, and you do a great job of helping out with the organization and running the show.
We love it, Doug. A lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun.
I'm going to also introduce our pros while I'm at it. Gavin Cox will be director. Handing out and Dan Taylor. Well, I'm here at the tennis courts, and I'm here with Debbie Newell and Joe Komsicki, and they're involved in a big Tennis in the Pink event. Deb, tell us about it. I'm the WTA chairperson of Tennis in the Pink. And so this is actually our 15th annual event that we're having this year. And it really gives us an opportunity to remember those that we've lost to breast cancer and to celebrate those who survived breast cancer and give hope to those who are currently struggling with breast cancer. What do you do in it, like this tour and during the event? Okay, well,
we actually, our goal is to raise money for Pledge to Paint Foundation, and that's a local non-charity. And what they do is they fund breast cancer screening, treatment, research, and outreach in Beaufort County. One of the main things they do is they use the funds for giving mammograms, free mammograms, and medical assistance to those in need. And really, mammograms are the first line of detection. So the earlier you detect it, the greater the survival rate. So they really do make a huge difference in this county.
Jane is here with the fun part. And Jane, talk about the bras.
Oh, the bras are really interesting. You know, a little history. In 1996, a woman named Taylor, she had a dream to come to the New York Marathon and have women wear bras and a power walk. And she had 13 women who did that. And then she went back to England, and it became a big fundraiser for their foundation, or breast cancer. So, and then when I moved here, I read an article from Clinical Dermatology that they had art students decorate bras. And they have a fundraiser that just calls Bra and Bubble, and they had high school students decorate bras, and they were hung downtown in front of the art galleries in Boston, and they support the Dragon Book. So when I joined the committee, I said, well, let's try this and see what the response might be. It's not a new concept. I mean, I've known about it, and it's the first time we brought it to the Tennis in the Paint organization.
Take a look at some of the bras that are going to be featured. Now, bear in mind, it's going to be a lot more. Deb, can you already go back and go get some? These are all going to be featured, and you can vote on your favorite bras. And take a look at some of the bras. She words us. Oh, Penny. Look at that one.
So, first we were asking everybody to name the bra. So once you figure out a name, then you can start decorating one.
And you're going to be voting on these, right?
Yes. They've established a new voting procedure.
Yes, we're gonna have 8 boxes by each of the bras. We have about 8 bras, maybe more. And it's $1 a vote. So whichever one for or not from that, well, definitely, but it's $1 a vote. So what we'll do is when we count up the money, whoever gets the most money wins. So it's a great way to decide which bra you think is the best bra. So we're gonna have a look cons. And guys are welcome to come and vote. Oh, yes. Wouldn't you want to see your wife or a significant other in one of these bras? Congrats, ladies. I hope you get a lot of dough. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
One final word. Halloween happens on the last day of this month, and you don't want your body to be hanging from a tree in your front yard. So to avoid that dilemma and start all over again this fall, along with F. Scott Fitzgerald, please put aside those addictive electronics and get that body in motion. That's our show for October 24. I'm Doug Wright, and I'll see y'all next month on Sports Done Right.